What was your first impression of the Philippines?
Well, my first impression was kind of like it kind of hit me, I think, when I walked out of the airport. And I don't really know why. I mean, as we were landing, I was looking at the window and I was like, oh my gosh, the Philippines, like, I'm here. But then as I started walking, like, on the ground outside, I was like, this is, like, surreal. Like, so many people online have been trying to get me here forever, and now I'm finally here. So I really can't wait to go venture a little bit because I haven't yet. And I want to see some sights to see here.
Is that part of the plan for you?
Yes.
You are right in the middle of the shopping district.
Exactly, and it
Yeah.
just so happens that I like to shop, so it should be a good time.
Yeah, there are a lot of bargains. Just so don't forget to kind of take a second look at all the little shops on the sides
Oh,
that
yeah.
you see. Yeah, there's a lot.
Will do.
Yeah, so for other fans who may not know as much about you, can you tell us a little bit more about the first few years when you started out on YouTube and how you've changed as an artist from then?
Oh wow. My first couple years on YouTube was just me covering different requests that people had, doing a lot of popular songs, whether it be an R&B song or a pop song or a rock song even. And it was kind of like finding myself in the first couple years. And then I released an EP that's called Find Me, and I released that probably 2 years into my YouTube career, I want to say. And after that, it's just been like just me having a ball. You know, I went on tour with Selena Gomez. I got to do that. And then after all that, I got on The Voice. And then, you know, I went on The Voice tour, which was amazing. And now here I am in the Philippines. So it's kind of like surreal. Everything's happening that I've always wanted to happen. Like I've always wanted to come here. So
I feel like for the different markets, the personalities of the fans kind of vary from country to country. So, what is it about Filipino fans that you maybe like a lot?
Well, they're very involved. And anytime I see any Filipino fan online or Instagram or anything, they're always very, they write a lot of stuff. Like, I noticed they write very thick paragraphs of things like why they love Christina grmmie and, you know, you've inspired me here and this and that. And they're just very warm. And I don't really know. It's just like they're the one kind of, they're just one of a kind people, I feel like. And anytime I read anything from Filipinos, they're just very loving and always very, very long written, which is very sweet. I love that.
And you read most of it, I bet.
I do read a lot of it. I read comments from YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I like to read all the good ones. I skip all the bad ones. So I never really get a bad one from the Philippines though. So
What's the best feedback that you've gotten, like real feedback that you've really listened to and worked on, you know, from maybe a fan or from a comment on social media?
like a good
Yeah,
thing? I don't really know. I think just anything pertaining to the piano or my singing or performing. It's just always been very, very high energy and very positive. Most of the feedback, especially that I get from the Philippines. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I try to kind of block out all the negative things
Right.
that people might say.
Okay, and as I was saying earlier, a lot of other YouTube singers, musicians have also made their way here early this year. And we had been talking about Sam and Kurt, Sam Twee
Yay.
and Kurt Hugo Schneider. And they were here earlier this year. And actually, when they were here during their press con, people were asking them, are you guys going to come back with Christina?
Oh man, Sam and Kurt are two people that I mean, I started with them on YouTube basically way back in the day, and they are just amazing people, and I haven't seen them in forever. So it would be great if for some reason we were both kind of here at the same
Right.
time.
So how
We
did
could-
you get to know them, and how did you guys get to start collaborating? Because I feel like Just a Dream might have been like a turning point for them. Was it also one for you?
It was
as well?
definitely for both of us. Kurt was actually a little bigger than me at the time too. So it was kind of, that was way back in the day. It was crazy. And we both did this cover not knowing what it was going to be like, and then it kind of blew up, and then it really helped us both out. And I plan on talking about maybe doing something else with them because we've never really followed that up yet. So it would be definitely high on the priority list for me to hopefully do something with them again.
Right. And I want to know, you have worked with some really big stars, so I want to know, because they really guided you in terms of your navigating your music career, but what did you learn from Adam and from Selena, big recording artists, mainstream stars, and what have you learned in a different world of navigating, you know, YouTube and social media from friends like Kurt and Sam? So that must be very different. So can you tell us more about the different perspectives on either side that you've kind of picked up?
So you're saying different perspectives of
Yeah,
mentors
because
from The Voice,
yeah.
as opposed to, you know, YouTube and stuff.
online, which is a different, you know.
It is a different animal, really. I don't know. Things that I've learned from Adam are very down to earth / professional things. And I've been trying to explain to people. A lot of people ask, you know, what advice have you gotten from Adam? And it's like he's given me a lot of great advice, but I think the one thing that he kind of taught me is just, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's all about perspective. And the way that he looks at things just caught my eye and caught my attention, and he just looks at things in a very different way than I did. So I feel like I learned things, whether it be about performing, about, you know, saying a word different in a song, or, you know, whatever it may be.
Can you give an example, like maybe in one of your performances?
Gosh, I don't even know. Like, kind of, one example, I guess, could be, you know, very tedious things during a performance, like, oh, you know, if you really, like, feel the emotion in this part of the song, this is the part where you need to put all your energy in, expand on this word at this second in the song. Very tedious things that, again, I can't really explain, but it's all his perspective on things that kind of got me. And as opposed to YouTube, I don't know, YouTube to me was, I made a lot of friends, you know. They weren't as much mentors as they were friends that you got to know and love, and now they're kind of just like family. And Kurt and Sam, you know, we haven't seen each other in a long, long, long time. However, I still consider them some of my best friends in the YouTube world.
And I think wrapping up, what can your Filipino fans expect from your concert, and what would you like to tell them?
Definitely expect a good time. I like to get any crowd involved in my set. I like to have them clapping and jumping around and doing fun things, so definitely expect that. And I just want to tell them that I love them to death. They've been asking for me to come here forever, and I'm finally here and playing just for them. And the moment that I play for them will be all about them, and I can't wait.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so
Awesome.